Then.
Okay, what's the name of that program that we're using?
It's called StreamYard.
StreamYard. Let me pop into the Telegram. Let's see, video chat. Where are we live at? We're live everywhere?
Yeah, it should be live. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch.
Nice. Let's see.
I gotta log in so I can take a look and see.
What's happening? Let's see. Let's make sure we're good to go on YouTube. Bro, you should be loading.
Well, you know what I could probably do, Brad?
Okay, audio's good. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing today? Hold on, I dropped off of YouTube. I'm going to be monitoring comments on YouTube. Brad, where are you going to be?
Mike is going to be narrating.
Yeah.
So because I can't see any of the questions. But what I do is
AWKzer says Facebook and YouTube look good. Ricardo says hello everyone.
Richard, what's happening, my man?
Yeah,
Thank you for being here.
Guys.
Here, let me actually take a look.
But you know what we could do?
I might
You
enter this
could log in. You know how we share the screen with somebody? If you pop in, you should be able to see the messages if I give you the access.
What is the date today?
Maybe.
No, I don't know. So in our studio.
Pamela says hello. Chamberlain says Facebook looks good.
21.
Or give us a few minutes. We're actually just kind of setting it up.
Is this a new microphone or did we just get a new apparatus?
Apparatus.
You like that word?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I know what that meant.
I mean, it's not. So I guess the complaint was when we tapped on the table, you could hear everything, every little tap.
Mm-hmm.
But now this is tap proof.
That's probably me too. I know.
Oh, John Barsh is saying, what's up?
What's up?
So Sean couldn't join us today. He's doing something with his family. So, we'll accept that.
Pamela wants to know what's the status of the wallet.
Oof. So Sasquatch wallet.
Yeah.
The donation wallet for Digifinex.
It hadn't moved since I looked at it this morning and it hadn't been an extra donation.
Oh, there hasn't.
There, so it's still at like $2,000.
Yeah, so we need to push that, but hold off for the questions one quick second. You guys can go ahead and ask your questions, but let me get the chat up on my screen real quick. So enter studio.
So when you do it there, do you see the chats from like multiple channels
from
at once?
All of them, yeah.
Dang.
All of them.
Never failed to amaze me, bro. Never failed to amaze me.
Let me see.
Big shout out to Jarrett. Whoa.
Okay, so now I see.
Eric likes the black shirts.
Black shirts are the thing for today. Say less. Let me get my. Okay, Eric. Okay, so now I see all the chats. This is good.
All right, cool. Like I was saying, big shout out to Jarrett. I know you've taken the lead on the shield project that we have going on, dude. Amazing job. We're all proud of you. Appreciate you taking the charge on that. And everybody get involved. It's working, and Jared's the man. So definitely wanted to bring you up today. Let's see. Why do I not have the YouTube comments here? Appreciate you taking the charge on that, and everybody.
Okay, so I added a link to. Okay, so I added a link. Jared, if you wouldn't mind popping on that. First off, I want to say thank you to Alex, Jared, and the rest of the Shield Team 6 for doing an absolutely fantastic job. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I want him to come aboard and then talk a little bit about what he's done, what he's doing, and the future of the Shield Team 6. Shield Team 6 is awesome. All right.
I tell you, the fastest place I noticed it was Telegram. Telegram.
Oh yeah, dude.
Started growing big time.
Very much so.
Got more active. All right. So how do you want to set this up? You want to do a quick live fire? Let people jump in and ask questions?
Yeah, dude. It's all open. So we called it an AMA. You don't want to call it.
Can we throw them in right now?
Yeah, let's roll.
I'll add him. It's all open. So we called it. Jared, what's up, man?
What's up, my brother?
Not much. Hiding so I don't get to double play off the TV I was watching on.
Yeah. So hold on, I gotta get my headphones because 1 second.
Yeah. So if we play you out loud, we can't hear you, right? And so if we play you out loud, you're echoing on our end. So Brad's gonna get his headphones. I can hear you coming through, but
Yeah, go ahead.
I just had to turn it down because it's going to echo.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, Jared, go ahead and I guess talk to everybody about a little bit about what you've done with Shell Team 6, the different people that you brought aboard, and I guess where you kind of see it going. I don't want to overstep or talk over you.
Do you have a headphone? An extra one?
All right. So basically, I watched everybody who was shilling on this thing, and a lot of our guys actually kicked the butts of the professional shillers. And it gave me the idea to actually just get them all in one spot and create Mill Shill Squad. I mean, that's actually what we're going to be calling it. We thought about the Shill Team 6, but it got outvoted by the guys themselves. So are you able to hear me?
Oh, Sean's jumping in.
Yeah, we can hear you.
There it is. So I want to actually announce two of the people that are actually going to be the Mill Shillers of the week. And that's going to be A. Kaiser.
There's a bit of a lag on here, I believe.
And then Rodney.
Can you hear him?
AKs and Rodney are the chillers of the week.
AK and Rodney?
Yeah, they got
They're going to win 20 million mil.
headphones in.
And
I can not. I can't not. And the reason why I can't put my headphones in is because I don't have them.
All right. So the reality is, Jarrett, is I'm sure you said a bunch of good stuff, but me and Brad can't hear you.
Brad and I
can't hear you. You know.
Wondering.
And so you guys can talk. I assume everybody else can hear you, but we can't hear you on our end. So
All right.
Mike, if you could relay.
you can turn it up and then mute our mic.
Wants to join? Hit me up.
Let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and mute our mic and then turn it up. And then whenever he's done talking, go ahead and reverse it.
Okay. All right. So
But here, I'll go ahead and drop off so you guys can get back to it. All right.
all right. Well, I'll get your mic back on. Y'all can talk now.
All right. Okay, cool.
All right. So hopefully that was better for everybody else than it was for us. Cool.
So who's a Shiller of the week? Who was it?
AK and Rodney.
AK and Rodney, Shillers of the week. Appreciate you guys. Mill Token 4-star generals. Appreciate you guys going out there and leading the charge. And then what do we have for questions so far? Lots of shouts.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and pop in here. Go ahead and pop in here and then ask your questions. I can mute and unmute the mic.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can.
just text.
All right.
Because nobody else is in. Nobody's talking.
How do you select veteran nonprofits to donate to? So that's actually a great question. We select the nonprofits through the community. So a lot of the people that came aboard, as well as celebrities that are into the project, was 100% almost selected by the community. You know, they'll send us messages, say, "Hey, we got in contact with this person, got in contact with that person," and it kind of snowballed from there. That's how it is. Love what you guys are doing. Thank you, Christopher Lee. We love what you're doing. So Bitmart, the trading bot is down for another about 4 hours, but the bot is going to be back up. I am in talks with Bitmart about two things. I know this question is going to come up. The first thing is reflections. What date are the reflections? Because some people said that they got them, some people said that they don't. I need something concrete, and it's a question I've been asking for a while. It's just Bidmar's kind of difficult, and they just opened up a staking program. Now I'm getting more information on it because we're already part of the platform. It is possible that we can actually take our mill and then stake it into a program that Bitmart has. But that's something that we're looking into as well. Any word on the Pancake Swap? Did that come back yet?
Nothing back from Pancake Swap.
Okay.
I actually emailed them again yesterday, so we'll see. We're at the mercy of those guys.
Yeah, so it's a lot of coins apply to Pancake Swap. So we're still working on that one because I know the questions about Bitmart reflections as well as staking are there. Now there's another one called Rabbit Staking that Cornelia brought to our attention, but that one they want like 70 grand for it. So it's right now I think the one touch buy is a pretty good indicator of a successful funding campaign. So, but it's totally up to you guys, as a community.
They want to know about the development of the tournament and the other events. Just looking for the thing.
Okay, as a community member, how would I nominate this one up here? So I'm going to skip around, but Jack, I'm going to get back to you. As a community member, how would I nominate a small NPO? So the site the next site that we have coming up after Catch Cloud is a nomination site. So now instead of just going into the Telegram chat saying, hey, we should donate to this one or that one, there's an actual site you can submit the nonprofit that you guys want to champion, and then you can. I'm not sure if we're going to do a voting system or if we're going to do a donation system within there that you guys can decide. The next one goes to this organization. We did have an organization in Germany that we're still working the details out of. Cornelia was working on that one. There was one that he kind of courted that says, hey, we don't want to do anything with crypto. So we're kind of moved on to the next one. You can nominate it in a Telegram group, and then we can go ahead and facilitate that. So the development on the projects now. So Taya is very family oriented. Right now it's a little bit difficult for her to push really hard, especially with the kids in the school. She doesn't have the full support of a lot of people around her. So the decisions that she makes on her end are her own. She does have, some great people around her helping her out, but she is extremely busy. So just rest assured that we are working diligently on kind of collaborating the two together on all fronts, on her personal brand, her nonprofit, as well as the plethora of other businesses that she's in, like a jewelry line, for example. So.
Yeah, and I'll kind of fill in on that too. With somebody as high as caliber as Taya, we don't have a whole lot of time. Calls have to be scheduled sometimes a week or two in advance. But we have a couple big events. Obviously, we've put a couple things out that she wants to be involved with. But we're going to squeeze these events like a sponge. So, the one thing that we have with Taya, when we're partnered up on an event or we're partnered up together on any project that we're working with her, we're going to make sure that we squeeze that event like a sponge and we get everything out of it, because her name alone is going to bring a lot of attention and eyeballs to the project. And so, me, Brad, Sean, we're behind the scenes, Mike as well, making sure that we maximize on those events. Know for sure that we're thinking around the November area for the next one, but we're super excited and we know it's going to turn a lot of heads, bring a lot of attention to our project. Another project that we're working on is their local isolated events, mill events. And the first one is going to be kind of like the placeholder is what we're going to use to cut and paste. It's going to be a mill event held locally here, inviting only certain people. But we're actually working that out as well, the details on that one. So we can have local events as well as big events
once we have the staging set for the local events, we can nominate other people to do local mill events sponsored by mill to show them what we're all about. It's for the veterans, so they can actually teach them about crypto, how to get into it, what it does, the good things that mill has done. But it's going to be face-to-face with crypto as well. So that's something that we can kind of model here and then push out everywhere else.
And then we said Mike Jerry would be done with that video probably beginning of next week. Yeah, so we've got a cool video that we're going to share with the group. It's going to be perfect for Shield Team 6. You guys are going to jump all over it. But behind the scenes, we supported a small little project. I'm not going to release anything on it. It's in video development right now, so we're excited to share that just with the donation pot, right? And we did a little something special with it. And so we're getting all that broken down, put into a video, and we'll be sharing that sometimes, early mid next week.
Yep.
Allegedly.
The Call of Duty the Call of Duty thing is still being worked on. Now what we've been told, we're working with some other gaming tournament companies that do this for a living. They have how many followers does he have on in his gaming platform?
Who is that?
The gentleman that we're speaking with for the Call of Duty.
Oh, I think 3+ million.
3+ million, yeah. So there's 3 million followers in this guy's wheelhouse for this gaming, and it's for gaming tournaments, right? So, basically what's going on is, Warzone is at the end of life, and their viewer rate dropped off quite a bit. So what the entertaining idea is, instead of a Call of Duty Warzone, it's going to be a battle royale with a bunch of different ones, because now everyone's jumping to a bunch of different games. So that's the only one of the holdups, because we're doing this in late October, early September, October, excuse me. We kind of have to see where the market is. We want to jump on trends. We want to make sure that Mill.Finance is as visible as possible. But yeah, no, that's still rolling. That's still going. That is an enormous undertaking to have the software, couple it with Mill, as well as have it as automated as possible. It's a first, especially with something that big. And the tournament guy said that he's never had a celebrity attach a name to it. To a tournament like that, so he's really excited to see what comes of it. He's pretty excited, more so than us, but I'm pretty excited too. Are you guys developing the comic idea, or is it predetermined? Yes. so yes, so it's open.
Yes, as in we're developing the comic idea.
Yes, it was actually yes. We're developing the comic, and is it predetermined? No, it's not predetermined. So it's a Mill token army in Taya and Chris Kyle. So the answer is yes, and no, it's not predetermined. So if you want to make the Mill token army jumping out of planes, stuff like that, we could definitely do that. Tell us about the podcast and comic books. Okay, well, so that was the comic books. Now the podcast. What Sean and I are going to be doing is, we're not exactly sure on the schedule, is we're going to do more, instead of an AMA, it's going to be a podcast style to talk about what's going on in the crypto world, what's going on in the marketing world, what's going on in the world, and kind of have a crypto twist to it. Sean is super entertaining, especially on camera. So it was kind of like, well, why don't we just kind of roll it into a podcast? And he was like, that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and do it. I like, we can cut up certain pieces of the podcast and we can use that as different content for Shield Team 6. So what we're doing is we're just trying to make as much content as possible. Battlefield season. It is Battlefield and Halo season. I have my eyes really set pretty hard on both of those. So the short answer is that no. The short answer is not. No. The tournament is still on. It's just the way that it's going about. We want to make sure, because it's a lot of time, effort, and money on our part. We want to make sure, things move so fast that it's the right thing to do. It's still happening. It's just, we want to make sure that it is the right platform. That's all. Taya greenlight everything pending us working on a financial agreement. Yeah, no, Taya loves everything. She's absolutely amazing. everything is greenlit. Everything just has to have the I's dotted and T's crossed. That's all.
Yeah, she's going to have to start scheduling calls with us for a couple hours instead of 30 minutes. Her and Sean and you guys run over on every call. So I think last time we were supposed to chat with her for 30 minutes. Sean ended up on the phone for like 2 hours. So, and she's agreeing with everything that we're doing, but everything that we're working out with her is just playing it on a timeline.
So Sean's entertaining, man. He's entertaining to talk to.
He's the man.
He's the man.
He's the man. So yeah, we definitely got to get him in the podcast setting too, because that's where the gold comes out.
Yeah.
Sean and I shot like when we were for Direct Mail IO, we had shot like, I don't know, 25 short videos. We did one podcast and it was like just turn the cameras on and it was gold.
Yeah, I mean once you get the chemistry and it starts flowing,
He's had so much business experience, right?
Yeah.
So I've been doing this for 10 years. I came home from the Army 2012. I've been doing this 10 years and I've been through a ton. Sean's been through like everything that I've been through on a much bigger scale, had to pivot, throw audibles, running teams, people dependent on him and kind of like juggling all that stuff. So,
yeah,
when you get him in a podcast setting, those stories start to come out and it's a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that.
All right, tell us about the launch Catch Clout and when all the advertising hits. Okay, great question. So Catch Clout, the platform where you can post anything, videos, memes, pictures, stories, and then however many likes you get, you're going to get that much mil. So the better your content, the more money you'll make. Is a platform that kind of circumvents all of the filters on advertising, on traditional advertising, because Google account was shut down, Facebook shuts down our ads. If there's anything crypto, anything token, it's a problem. So now we're still working on Catch Clout, and it's specifically the homepage. When you go to it, there's a few different testings that we're doing. One testing is, are we going to have it all in military to kind of go along with the theme, or is it going to be on an algorithm with a more like, shares, and thumbs up? It goes on that top screen for an X amount of time. So we're trying out a few different things, but that should be done. I wanted it to be done yesterday for ads start running today, but it still needs more tweaking, more testing before we push it out. But as soon as it's done, within the next day two, I wanted the ads be run today at the earliest. So it's looking maybe Monday or Sunday or something like that. We can start with the ads. Now it's going to be Reddit, Facebook, Google. This is really, we're not telling people to, we're not shilling a token. We're asking people to join a social media platform, which inadvertently you need mil.
Yeah, which gives us the full ability to do what we do. We run a super successful direct marketing agency, so we're not used to the rules with crypto advertising, but a traditional product, a traditional funnel that we can build and drive people to it, that's what we do. So it kind of opens the gate for us. Plus, I love the idea, right? Brad the builder, he builds all this stuff out, but the idea is amazing. It's the first social media platform where you could literally take a following, move them over to the system, learn how to buy mil, even when it's complicated, jump in here, get some points, start posting things, and then you're following. Some people get hundreds of thousands, 200,000, 1 million likes on a post. If you can bring that kind of traction, if we can market it the right way, get enough people there, it's a super exciting platform, and nobody's ever done it, right? So Brad's built that thing from the ground up. We're excited about it. I wanted to go back to Levi. Levi says, has anyone gotten a mil tattoo yet? Then Jarrett follows up. I don't know how serious you are. Says, I'll get one for 1 billion mil. Jarrett, if we work out the dimensions of that tattoo, I'm in on that deal, bro. I'm calling
only if we can design it.
I'm calling that deal.
If it can be like,
I got 1 billion mil for you.
I want like a tattoo of Nicolas Cage.
I'll even,
but with. So we get to design it if yeah. Come on, dude. Yeah. Don't put that in my hands. But you'll go viral with the tattoo.
So I was in the middle of talking about Catch Clout, and I saw that in my peripheral. I'm like, that's a deal I'm interested in.
Well, Jared's
right
been posting some stuff, and the stuff you've been posting is hilarious. I was driving down the road. I mean, a little bit. I drive down the road, take a look at it, just kind of bust out laughing at the last few that you posted. So that's the idea of Catch Clout. Now, when the first 1,000 signups, when we start the marketing, the first 1,000 signups, they're going to be getting X amount of mil. Now, anybody who's already signed up, you're kind of onto the beta system. You guys are going to get some compensation for being part of the beta. I watch when you guys post. I take a look at the spacing. I take a look at how long it's take to post. I take a look at all this other stuff. You guys don't see it in the background, but I do. And we're making changes as we go. So thank you for that. Thank you for utilizing the system and even sending us ideas on what it is that you think would make a better platform. There's going to be a system of governance within it as well for changes to anything really within Mill, but that's going to be unveiled a little bit later. Right now, we kind of want to do a stair-step program. All right. So the tattoo is going to be Bill Cosby with like Superman, but instead of when he's ripping a shirt, it's going to be Mill.
No, it's going to be sharp. No, I'm going to override that. It's going to be sharp. It's going to be really good looking, professionally done. It's just going to be big. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be.
It needs to be a giant lion.
A giant lion.
It could be.
So you've given the creative crew an idea. Now we're gonna have to execute on a bill. I vote Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
You would. So Southern Exotics as I may have missed this, but how will the event tickets for the AR-15 event in Houston be distributed? First come, first serve. I think we're looking more towards the Dallas area. That's the first thing. Second thing is I know we're going to allocate a portion depending on the event and where we actually do it. We're looking at a couple different places now. And then once we do that, we'll work with the ticketing agency. But I know we've allocated like a percentage. We talked about probably 20% is going to be veterans. There's going to be a percentage of that, which is going to be mill holders, probably like the shill guys will definitely be there. And then as far as that's the only thing we have worked out. Otherwise, Taya's name alone is going to bring in, the whole portion or the whole point of this is we want a big portion of the people to be investors, right? People with money, be able to bring them to a nice event where Taya's involved. And we want that, the number for the Bitcoin AR-15 to be high. You get a lot of people with a lot of money in a room supporting veterans and they know it's going back to her cause, which, helps, veterans. Who knows, man, the sky's the limit. The thing could go for a couple $100,000. So that's what we're shooting for.
So I sent an email.
So any other questions? We're gonna jump off of this one here in just a few minutes. We wanted to keep this one short and tight. And any other questions that you guys have, go ahead and drop them in here. I know Brad's I'm looking at Telegram right now. Brad's looking at dashboard with pretty much all platforms. Oh, Mike. Should be a lion. Love you, bro.
What is it?
Oh, it's the inside thing. It ain't nothing. All right. Tell us who might be a part of the concert. So we're working with a couple of different people on this in conversation. I like the idea of having a country artist there. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that. But I know we're talking with Breaking Benjamins, Five Finger Death Punch, lining things up with those guys, which we'll do something with them eventually. But I really like the idea of this type of event, having, a Toby Keith, a Chris Cagle, something like that. So that would be my vote, and we'll see how it all shakes out. Once we have the event center, locked down, that portion of it, then we can work with the ticketing company. And then once we have the event, we know where it's at. We pretty much already know the date. It's just getting the event center. And then once we have that in place, everything else will fall into place rather quickly. I can only find 2 pictures of Bill Cosby ripping off his shirt, and they're weird. I would imagine they're weird. All right. Anything else before we jump? Demolition Ranch. Is that is that near Dallas, Julian?
So Demolition Ranch, yeah, I
What is
reached out to them about the AR when we first announced it, and I didn't hear anything back. So I figured that they just didn't want to talk to us. But I mean, as somebody, this is something that we're going to get every single local media in on as much as possible.
Boost Wallet.
Boost Wallet?
What is that?
Boost Wallet. What's the question, Kaiser? One thing I want to talk to you about is the National Defense Radio Show that gets sent out to about 8.6 million listeners at the at a bunch of different locations. So they're really interested in what we were doing. They reached out to us and said, "Hey, we want to bring you on the radio as well as a podcast." So I sent them an email. I think that's why I was trailing off. I was trying to look for all the details. So I sent them an email about what we've done, the accomplishments, and the future plans. And that goes, their board is a bunch of people. It's Matthew McConaughey. It's Tom Hanks. It's just a bunch of really well connected people. So that is something that we're working on as well. But once that goes out, that's going to be absolutely amazing for the project, especially with Help a Vet. The things that the community is doing with Help a Vet is phenomenal. So
I think we should get a tattoo of Brad.
yeah, I think whoever gets a tattoo of me will get $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah, it's more of a punishment than anything. Yeah, just don't get a tattoo of me.
Yeah, guys, great job with the Help a Vet thing if you're involved in that. I know Jarrett, I think just having this going on, Jarrett, has put it top of mind for you. Like even the little things, walking into the furniture store and asking for a vet so he gets the commission.
I have updated the site to where they can upload videos directly to the website right now. So if they have any of that, videos, pictures, or whatever, they can upload it directly. And the way that we work with is that they'll put in their address, the images, stuff like that, and the size of their shirt. Anybody that sends quality videos of them helping a vet, we're going to send them a mill shirt.
Oh, sweet.
So
okay, cool. So if you do, are you doing the Help a Vet challenge along the way? It's going to just, we can throw all this stuff together and really build cool videos out of it. So basically what Mike's saying is that if you video this, if you make some cool videos about you guys just helping a vet, boots on the ground type, just whether it's donating money, whether it's having a meal, getting them a haircut, like Jarrett was saying the other day, whatever they need, get some good videos of that. As long as it's a decent video, you upload it to our site. It's something that we can use. Also, when you're filming, best to film with your phone like this. This is Mike's pet peeve, so best to film with your phone like this, right?
Yeah,
right, Mike?
Yeah, but leave enough room on the side so that we can crop it for TikTok or whatever else.
Okay. You can actually go to our site. You can upload that video, put your address in there. We're going to send you a mill shirt. So
yeah, so military.finance/help. It's up behind you right now. All you really have to do is, there's our favorite.
Can y'all see that okay? So military.finance/help. Upload your videos to there.
There's a little submit your video and images. You just go straight in, put your name, your email, and then the address is really just there so we can send you the shirt.
Awesome.
And then if you want to put your Twitter handle, Instagram handle, any of those things for you personally, we'll tag you when we put it in social media as well, so you get, all the funds, all the feels.
Awesome.
So that's the idea behind it.
And also ask the name and the rank of the vet as well. Which is great.
So that's really cool. Like even if there's somebody in this channel that's trying to build their following, so it's like a own little hidden utility. Once we iron out a few more details with the Catch Clout, we're going to put some serious money behind this whole marketing push to drive people to catch clout. So even if you've got a TikTok channel, a YouTube channel, a Facebook channel, Twitter, wherever you're trying to grow a following, if you'll get bought in on this, just know that if you're uploading videos on a regular basis, we're going to be putting some serious money behind the marketing to push people to catch clout and these other things that we're doing. So if you attach your YouTube handle, your Twitter handle, those sponsored deals are going to have, your content in it. So that's an opportunity for you. again, like I said, once we get this thing ironed out, we're going to put a whole marketing plan behind it. So, if you do have a presence online or trying to grow your presence online, if you're somebody like that in the channel, it's an opportunity for us to, you kind of ride our coattail while we're spending a bunch of marketing dollars towards pushing attention to the project. So it's an idea for you guys. So I hope that helps out.
Yeah. I mesh with homeless vets quite often, but they don't want to be recorded. So, I mean, you can kind of go on camera and talk, if you want to do it, you can talk about their situation, about your situation, what you're doing to help, and then snap a few pictures, and then as well as get them, if you get their authorization to use it on online, which would be good. Do our likes on Catch Cloud already ceiling towards earning mil in the future? I don't know. Can you rephrase that question one more time, Jarrett?
He's probably saying already earning for count. So basically, yes. He's asking if when people hit likes, does that already count towards middle? So yeah, I mean,
yeah. So how
it's a
it works?
point system.
Yeah, it works. It works. So as you put on really good content, the more likes you get. The more
every like basically is a point which is associated with mil.
Exactly, and then you can withdraw your mil. All right, very cool. All right, guys. So I don't know if we're going to be doing another AMA anytime soon. The next one you guys are going to see is going to be kind of like it's not a podcast. It's just going to be a live stream with everybody here and Sean next time. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a shout. But yeah, that's what we have going on. So we have the marketing rolling out really, really quick. Catch Cloud is hair away from being finished. Okay, so Catch 22. What was the question? Agree with the above. Catch 22. All right. Rewards and one touch buy would be huge. Is that it? Catch? What's the question?
One touch DeFi wallet.
Yeah. So, what we're doing is we're pushing people into this wallet to get it funded as quickly as possible, and that's what Catch Cloud is going to partially fund, as well as the local events as well. So we getting the one touch buy is super, super important. That's why it's out there to kind of push it along. But yeah, if you guys want to help it come along a little bit more, go ahead and put it into that wallet, and it's going to go 100% into funding the one touch buy, because we're already approved with DigiFinex as well as Simplex. It's just getting this one little portion up. So. Yep, through Catch Cloud as well as the local events. And the reflections as well. So, all right, very cool. Very cool. So, all right, well, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to give us a shout in any of the channels. Otherwise,
appreciate the Shield team. Appreciate you guys being here. Super excited to roll this out over the next few months. I like the consistent path that we're on right now. Grinding it out together, and then we have these events planned way in the future. With a couple months in advance, to where we can really drill them down, really get them right, and then we have the Catch Clout rolling out that we're going to run a big marketing push for. So lots that we're excited about. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the movement. And thank you for caring about our veterans here.
One last thing, Levi. Yeah, go ahead and send your ideas for the comic book, as well as we'd love to hear about those NFTs. You're the man. I know that I've known him before. He's an amazing artist, so I'm really excited to see what he has.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it, and we're going to keep it rolling. We'll probably see you in the next few days with another live stream.
Till next time. Peace. Have a good weekend.